So the last two assignments of the class are the bigger assignments. The key assessment is the first internship activity log you will complete. It is very detailed in the log, in the syllabus. Be sure to read every single piece of it and follow it to a T. You will have 17 activity logs over the course of the program to complete your entire administrative internship, and this is just one of them. The SIP activity log asks you to really engage and start collecting artifacts of a school improvement process. It will ask you to fully vet and review school improvement goals. How are you communicating with the community those goals and action plans? What stakeholders are involved? What data sets, quantitative and qualitative, are looked at to determine those goals? How is implementation done? How are school improvement goals really coming alive? And then, in your opinion, if you were the school leader, how would you have done it differently? And so that's why I really encourage you to not only collect those artifacts, but talk to people that were on that school improvement plan process and talk about, what does that look like? I, along the way of the semester, will absolutely share processes that I've been part of. We will talk about the ideal school improvement plan process. And so you can kind of have a reference of what to compare what your school is doing compared to the ideal system, so that you can have some analysis of, is it a good process? What else might be missing? But we will go through this activity log multiple times this semester. But I always like to give students really a heads up, especially in the summer, because sometimes it's hard to find people that were on this team because they go home for summer pretty quickly. So in the month of May, before people escape you, do some digging, find these things, talk to people, collect as much as possible. And then in the month of June during our class, we will start digging and putting it together. But I don't wait till the end on this one, because then you start to lose access to people and things. And then the last assignment is the communication post. You will be making 2 posts as a school leader that will share your vision for continuous improvement and action planning. You will take the role of a building leader, and you will be talking with your community saying, hey, I'm your brand new principal. Here's what I think about continuous improvement. Here is my focus area for this year in the first one. So your first one's a little introductory, getting them to know your goals and what you believe in. And then your second communication post will be, and here's how we're going to get to work on this focus area. And you'll be sharing an action plan about what you want to work on improving in a school. You can select the format. Would it be, do you want to use a Facebook post? Do you want to use a blog post? Some people use Blogger for this. Some people use S'more for this. We will talk about a variety of different formats, and you will just mock this up. You don't have to send it out in real life. You can mock it up in a Google Doc or on a Word document, but it is something nice that if you do have a format that you want to send something out with and have it prepped and ready for when you do go into leadership, that would be great as well. The whole class is totaling 1,000 points, which sounds like a lot, but those weekly discussions and weekly assignments really are a large bulk of it. I think they total almost about 700 points of it, and these final 2 are the other 300. Or actually, I might have done my math wrong there. 2, 4, so 600-ish, and the others. Whatever, you guys can do the math. It comes to 1,000 points, but the weekly participation really is a larger bulk of it.